Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Asian robot video. Today I'm gonna teach you guys about how to beat the Frost Escalation. Now the first thing you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to understand what talents that I use. Alright, so again, I'm only level 17 in the Frost Escalation, but it's enough to solo it. In fact, you can solo it starting at 15, but just in case, for safety reasons, you want to be a bit higher, 17 is fine, but you can solo it starting at 15. I'm just telling you that. There are other guides out there, but I mean, I know a lot of you prefer it if I make the guides, so here is my guide on how to do the Frost Escalation. So your first row, you want your frozen armor, okay? I took Zai's maneuvers and insulated gear. Now, quite frankly, you can actually, if you're a spear user, you can take this one, but there's literally nothing else, so I just took that. Then you want insulated gear 2 for your second row. All right, this doesn't actually help you that much, but later on you can add points into it. All right, it's not relevant unless you're using a hammer or an axe, but if it is, then it's really good. But this is what you want: the attack speed increase, in fucking valuable. Even if it increases frostbite by 2%, it's not a problem. Moira's reinforcement, this is really good. 15% passive damage reduction. Bottle warmth, invaluable. This is a must-have. Okay, insulated gear 3, must-have. All right, basically all the insulated gears and basically all the, you know, added passive damage points. Cat's Claws, really good. 10% passive attack. I've got a little extra Lady Luck power here for the 5% extra critical rate. And basically I'll be advancing this one as we go along. Please do not take, what is it? Please do not take Never Bothered Me. You can take this later. It's really good. It really helps with the 2 behemoth rounds. But anyway, that's it for talents. Okay, very basic stuff, very easy stuff. All right, all your insulated gear. So insulated gear here, insulated gear here. I know my closed captioning stuff is blocking it, but it's okay. Insulated gear here. All right, Zai's maneuvers, frozen armor, hot and cold, Moira's reinforcement, bottle warmth. All right, Cat's Claws, and Lucky Strikes. All right, no matter what, this is useful to you. As for what build of weapons you're going with, you can use the chain blades from my own chain blade build. All right, a link to it is in the description of this video, but you can just find it. It's under my Dauntless builds playlist. I've got an entire playlist full of Dauntless builds. Use the chain blades if you want to go melee. You can use the repeated build if you want to go ranged. It's really up to you. But again, I'm just gonna go in with that. The only change that I've made to my chain blade build is that I've used 2 cunning cells here. Why? Because as a solo, you're gonna take Avatar of Destruction. And I'm sorry about the red dot there. I know for some people like myself, it's OCD, but I tried to get rid of it, but Dauntless just refused to delete it, so it's there. Okay, I'm gonna go in and do it live now. I'm gonna show you how to beat this thing. It won't take more than a moment. All right, so I mean, okay, it's gonna take the average length of a YouTube video, like 15 minutes or so, whatever. But you know, it won't be too bad. I'm just gonna turn off the air conditioning and be right back. Now, again, if you guys want to just solo the Frost Escalation without me showing you how, you know, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. But you know, if you want to actually see how it's done, well, here we go. Okay, here we are. Alright. Avatar of Unity is probably useful.
I'll do what I can to help you deal with the frostbite. Take shelter in the areas of Warm Sky Slayer.
The reason is the chain blades deal a lot of hits, so in general, when you're solo, Unity is usually a good choice. Now you can bring a tenacious build in here if you want to. I chose not to because for me it really wasn't relevant. So Okay, see that little zone of warmth? This is my favorite ability. When I get that, it's usually a cause for celebration. Alright, zone of warmth. Beautiful. Usually up till this point, I don't have to pop any consumables because it's still in the easy stages. Like, regardless of what comes at you, it's usually still easy right now. It's only a third round that usually has a problem. And that's because you could get either Rezakiri or Shroud in the third round, which is an ass pain. Like, for real. I mean, these guys are still ass pains, but they're not like astronomically painful as the third round shit, so. Just dance around them, it's not a big deal. Whenever you see one of these, pop it. Okay, and you bring something down, enjoy yourself. Ah, couldn't boop it in time. That was a failure. Look at Embermane being all spicy. There we go. So again, up to the second level, there's no problem. It's a problem when it starts to get to the third level. Because as you can see, the longer the fight drags out, as a solo, the longer that you actually have a problem. Okay, using your pylons is no true substitute. Okay, it's a shroud. That's not so bad. Could be a lot worse. Fine. There is one little brazier there. Again. You're looking to break a marked piece, but it can be a bit difficult. If it gets too bad, one thing you can do is you can use the brazier tactic. Okay, remember that you do gain that 8 seconds of warmth every time you're in there. So you can actually use that plus your normal avatar in case you encounter something like the shroud, right? You don't want to use a pylon early, that's okay. You can use this tactic. It's a bit cheap, but it works. You may have to evade whatever the hell comes your way, but it's not too bad. There, broke a marked part. Broke a marked part again. So, yeah, you can use that tactic to keep your frostbite lower. But just remember that after that, you'll have to make it very quickly to the next next area, which is usually not a problem. Okay, so if it starts getting high and you really want to survive, okay, don't hesitate to do that for yourself, okay? It's not like, oh, you know, I can't use any of the warm stuff there. Nah. It's there to be used, so use it. Like, whenever shit like that happens, I'll just go stay here for a bit. What's he gonna do to me? You get what I mean? I'll stay here until I'm ready. That shot dead. And again, like I said, you can get through that without using a single consumable amp, so it's all good. Now this one's actually pretty good. For melee, this is invaluable. Now you see, with your 8 seconds, you've got a lot of time to get to the next one without your frostbite increasing. So by the time you actually get through it, you will have no problems reducing your frostbite back to neutral. Again, if you need it, please use the braziers. That's how you're gonna solo this with minimal consumable use. Like, the consumables are there if you get butt fucked. That's what they're there for. Okay, they're your emergency plan. Can't use them willy-nilly. So you have to, that's why bottled warmth is so important, because if you're gonna really solo this shit, alright, you're gonna need that bottled warmth. Now the frostbite Pangar is actually frostbite beaver is so much more dangerous, so dealing with him is usually not considered a first priority. You want to deal with your full shot or whatever first, because this guy is less likely to kill you. That beaver though, if you're not attacking continuously, you will die. So be fucking careful with this one. And again, same tactics apply. If you really can't handle it, head in here, okay? It won't kill you. Use a moment to breathe. Now for this one, if you really need it, okay? Please do take your consumables. Usually around here is when I start using a lot of consumables, because this is the point usually whereby I know shit's gone swanky. Warm zones are useful. Again, the reason why I'm ignoring the warm zones initially is simply because of how crazy bad this combo is. The quill shot and the thingamabob will really be brutal. Okay, there we go. Against this damn clown, death is a given. And why? Because they invented some kind of super beaver. That's literally Again, if you need it, please do not hesitate to run between the two areas. This is what I do to reduce my frostbite. Yes, the Pangar will take a bit long. Sorry, the Nasher. I keep calling it a Pangar. The Nasher will take a bit longer, but again, it's not something that you want to worry too much about. Fucking hell. Just so you know, you won't die as much against the Urska as you will against this guy. Simply because that's how much of a dick he is. And now he's dead. Good. Now you might be thinking, oh shit, you only got one stim left. Yeah, it's fine. Like I said, soloing this can come with a lot of difficulty because of the frostbite. It's not really the behemoths. Like, if I could just attack willy-nilly like I do in most of the normal escalations, it'd be fine. But also, my chain blades are not maximized and my escalation's not maximized. But again, you can still do it. It's not a problem. Oh god, it's the marked one. That's gonna be shitty, but whatever. Fine, I'll take the dodge. Okay, let's do it. Again, you don't have to worry too much about all this stuff. Like, you reduce your frostbite by a good amount, so you know, don't panic too much. If you really do start panicking, you know, just use your chain blades dash and get to the warm areas. You'll be fine, genuinely speaking. Oh no, your frostbite's starting to increase. Psh, like I said, no cause for concern. Okay, you've got two braziers here. Make good use of them, and like I said, you haven't used any real consumables. Like, the cleansing pylons are the ones that you probably want to worry about the most. So okay, when my frost starts to go up, I just go to one of the pylons and I'll let him come to me. Alright, so again, this is where you start using your shit. Ow. Try not to die, though. Because death will actually get you butt fucked. So let's try not to die. Now, he's got a lot of attacks. A lot of them are AoE. A lot of them come from above. You know, they're strong. But it's not any... Now, you would probably want to break parts off him for your shit. So that's the only thing that I would say can be an issue. Like, I would target his head normally. But if you're soloing this, it can be a bit difficult at times. So please do be careful. Don't go for part breaks over completion. Because you can worry about the big part breaks a lot more once you... What's the matter, cat? Yep, got one broken claw paw. That's a nice one. Oh, and they so courteously gave me his head, too. And I see another part break. Like I said, the Urska is not as much of a threat as like the 4th or 3rd round behemoths, simply because you have these two lovely brazes here to keep you warm. So again, I am using consumables, but you know, it's necessary in the immediate short term. Oh, hey. Looks like I get to have some fun for a little while at least. Now please evac after the 2nd hit, because again, you don't have a way of preventing frostbite while you're on top of him. Your other slayers will normally be the ones doing this, but again, you're a solo, so do be careful of that big drop. Okay, it can one-shot you. So yeah, that would be another thing to be careful of. But again, it's why you have 3 stims. So please don't use them all. Always save one in case he does that big attack. And there we go, solo done.
You have slain the Urska and won the gratitude of all.
It does take a little bit of time, but again, it's because of the unique mechanic of this whole thing. So make sure that you do at least bring your consumables, bring your pylons. Alright, make sure you bring something to up your attack and damage, you know. And you can use my Chainblade build again. Yeah, if you go in here with a Reforged Chainblade that's Aether charged, plus you have like literally maxed out like level 20 stats, it's not a problem. And if you want to be really safe, you can go all the way to Frost Escalation 20 before you start soloing it. But if you're like me and you're a bit antisocial, you know, yeah, I know it's weird, antisocial streamer, but if you are antisocial, please feel free to just go in past level 15. It can be done, but level 18, 20, I'd say the higher the better. You know, I was level 17 when I did this, but nah, it's all good. All right, ladies and gents, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all on the next one. Catch a stream of mine sometime. I might be playing Dauntless, might be playing something else, but hey, I guarantee it's gonna be fun.